future with our own hands. Underwater, new life will grow. Catfish breed and watch your passion flow. Fish college, catch your dreams. Success is closer than it seems.
Alright, good day everyone. So you're welcome to Fish College YouTube channel once again. Today's date is what?
14.
Today is 14th of April 2026. So we actually have so many videos that we have not posted. We have been busy. Then for those of you who have been following us consistently, this is the hatching that we did. And there's something I said in that last video that now bounced back on me, but I give thanks to God. You know, I said that this work, there is no magic in the work. Whether you're a professional or you're not a professional, if you don't do what is right, it will hit you. So this particular fish, we use female that weigh, the female that we use is 3.1 and 5 kg. So it happened that we incubated on Friday, the hatch on Saturday. On Sunday I had a meeting, and it was a religious program, so I didn't return back on time. And the water went so bad. When we came back, it was so polluted. So I want to be sharing an experience because I know that in one way or the other we can be a victim of such. So when I came, look as if the whole thing is gone. I was like, God, why this? So, well, when it happened, I just say, since it's God's work, God will help me to recover the loss. Okay? And in case you're a winner, that's on Sunday we had a program titled There Shall Be No Loss. So I cannot have loss, but nevertheless we are able to rescue good number. We are able to rescue good number. Can you see them? You can see them. Let me use this daylight to scoop them out so I can see. So you can see them. Can you see? They are scattered everywhere. They started feeding today. So as we progress in our video, we'll be giving you details about them. So I want to talk about how to handle pollution, what to do when there is massive pollution in your pond, because we are human beings, we can make a mistake. So what are the causes of pollution in the pond? Number one is why incubating. If you are using green egg, like this one is not green egg, it's brown egg. So but the other one was green egg, and we incubated part of it here, and that one was what triggered pollution. Green egg will not hatch completely. It doesn't hatch completely. What you get will be around 60 to 70%. That's why I always emphasize that while hatching, try your best to use brown egg, though it's difficult to get. Okay, but when you are using green egg, you should know that you will remove your net on time. Then you will run good flow through. You don't have problem. If you can do that, then make sure, like with what happened, I made up my mind that I will not be hatching in weekend again. Anytime I want to hatch, it will be from Monday. Yeah, I'll be very, very close to monitor the system till before weekend, before church program you have come up. Okay? Because I have a target. We have something though, we have something reasonable, but it's below our targets. Okay, so if not for the professional tactics we apply, we would have lost everything. So I want to like teach us how to handle pollution in the hatchery when it occurs. When you come to your farm and the water is polluted, everywhere is leaking, you are seeing your fish struggling for life, what you need to do, number one, stop the flow through. What did I say? Stop the flow through. Stop the flow through. Bring down this your turn down pipe. This pipe. Bring it down. Take it down. So take it down. Well, it depends on how your system is. Like me, I use turn down pipe. But make sure you discharge the water. Continue to release the water until the water comes to half or below half. When it gets to below half, increase your flow through. Increase your flow through. So when you increase your flow through, if you do that, like this one now, we are able to rescue a good number of them because of what we did. If not, we would have lost everything. No, I've lost everything. And what we have here is still reasonable, very, very reasonable. We still have enough fish. So if not that I will be traveling for camp, I was planning to see how to, you know, plan another hatchery next week, but we need to see how we go with this one. And when I come back, we'll continue with our operation. So I said you have to flush the water. So when you flush the water, you increase your flow through until you begin to see the birds. Like if you bring the camera close, you can see them. Okay, if not for the water that is running, you can see them. Let me stop the flow through so that you can see them. So can you see them? Can you see? Can you see them? Can you see them? Let me just use this plate to bring them out because the wave of the water will not allow you to see, so you can take a look clearly. Can you see them? So as we keep following us, as you keep watching our video within the week, like next tomorrow now, they will become more thicker than this because they are growing very fast. They become more thicker than this, so you see them the way they are swimming all over. So you will discharge the water until everywhere is clear. When everywhere is clear, you will now reduce your flow through. Okay, you know, when there is emergency, even doctor go dey choke the patient anyhow to get life. So don't say that the flow through is too much. That was just what we did, and that's just what we have been doing. Because sometimes you might be sleeping, you come, you discover water is bad. Understand? You discover water is bad, and what are the things you do? Because almost everybody used to have this challenge, and these are part of the reason why beginners, when they have the challenge, if they don't scale through, they will now be discouraged and everything will go. So like as I said, there is no magic in this business. If you do the right thing, you will get the right result. If you don't do the right thing, you will not get good result. Is that taking? So by the grace of God, we want to supply someone fish, and we'll be counting some quantity of fish to there for that our clients. Okay, so and another thing I want to talk about today before I will go and count the fish that we want to supply to our clients is how to cut down costs in this business. How to cut down costs, because some people, whenever they want to hatch fish, their heart used to panic because of hormone, because of blister, because of feed, because of everything. Now the things that I used to tell people: number one, for you to succeed in this business, if you know, say, you know, I've said it in many of my videos, that for you to enjoy this business, you need to relocate. Like me now, I have to relocate from the former place I was in River State to an area where they used to have lights steady, because I know how much I used to spend for fuel. And in this business, if you want to be hatching back to back, you'll be pumping water steady, using water steady. So the former place I was staying, I spent a lot to be buying fuel because they don't give us light steady, and once the water finishes, you have to pump water. So I have to determine to relocate. That's why I'm still putting things in place, which when we finish, you enjoy me, I will enjoy you. Okay, I'm putting this in place so that I can be giving everyone good training. Exactly. So you need, if you know you are not living in area that have stable light, try your best to get solar, which I was planning to get in another place before I moved. Try to get solar pump that will be supplying you water, so that you will not be counting cost of fuel. Then number two, get your kits. Don't play with that one. Get your water kits, both pH kits, thermometer, that you will use to understand what is happening. Don't work blindly in this business. Okay, if you are all this now set up big farms for people. I do set up gigantic farms. Okay, so if you have plenty money and you want to do it in a big way, try your best to raise your own broodstock, because broodstock na they even deal with people. Like now, one of my clients, in fact the average cost of broodstock is between 7 to 10,000. Some people are selling 15,000 a kilo. So it just depends on your negotiation power and the quality of the egg. Like the quality of the egg. So you know, if the broodstock are stay for long, the clients can look at how they have changed water, feeding them, and somehow especially if the clients discover that the broodstock are good. So if you don't want the wahala of broodstock, try your best to be like most of the broodstock I use this year. I raised them myself, and I am still nursing some that I will use. And what's the strategy? Let me just teach you now. Go to a farm where they are selling big fish. Let me say a farm that used to train table size, grow out. Whenever they want to harvest, tell them to give you all the fish that weigh, or they should say to you fish that weigh 2-3 kg that have egg. You buy them, you can buy them at 2.8, 2.5, no 3.5 per kg, depending on negotiation power. Then you begin to train them. Yourself. If you don't know how to train them, you can get our training manual on how to raise broodstock. Okay, you get our training manual on how to raise broodstock. When you read it, you will know what to do. Then you can still subscribe for our mentorship so that we will be guiding you. Then let me talk about the hormone. If you are hatching consistently, you will be buying hormone. So if you don't want to be buying hormone, like in this video I'll be posting how to extract pituitary. Though I have so many of the videos where we extract pituitary. So you will try your best to learn how to remove that pituitary from the head of the fish. Okay, we'll be watching how to extract it today. In our next video I'll be teaching you how to process and use it. Is that clear? Are you enjoying our video? If you're enjoying our video, I will encourage you to do your best to subscribe. If you're yet to subscribe, do your best to share our video with your friends. Do your best to post it in various platforms, and by so doing you are affecting life. I keep encouraging young people that are following us, do not wait until you have millions before you start this business. Don't wait. Okay, register for our training. As soon as you register for our training, get started. In fact, we will push you to start with whatever you have. The basic thing you need in this business is water. Water is just the principal thing. So if you have water and the space, you are good to go. Other things can be taken care of. So we are still in the business of how you can cut down cost. So what the practical I'm doing right now is extraction of pituitary. You know, for every hatching, the male will die. So this pituitary, you can use it instead of the artificial hormone like Ovalin that we normally buy. You know, a bottle of the hormone is 10 ml, and according to the dosage is 0.5 ml per kg, meaning that 10 ml can go for 20 kg of fish if well. So that's the location where you remove the pituitary. So I will encourage you to watch this video and watch it. Okay, if you don't want to be buying hormone frequently, you can extract this pituitary and be using it. So this pituitary, you can also preserve it. Okay, you can also preserve it. When you remove it, like I myself, I normally use methylated spirit to preserve it. So I'm going to be watching how I will remove it and how I'm going to preserve it. In subsequent video, I'm going to be teaching you how to process it and use it. Okay, so if you continue to remove pituitary from every male fish that you're using to hatch, and maybe from weak fish, sometimes after hatching the female, 1 or 2 might be weak. So instead of allowing it to die, you can remove the pituitary, or before it dies, you remove the pituitary. Okay, so you can remove it. And the rule guiding this pituitary is very, very simple. Now, any pituitary you remove from a fish, let me say, if you remove pituitary from fish that weigh 4 kg, that means you'll be using that pituitary for fish that weighs 4 kg or below. So if your broodstock is weighing 5 kg, for example, now, and you have pituitary that you move from fish that weigh 3 kg and another one that weigh 2 kg, you can join the two together because it's very, very small. Just watch it now. It's very, very small. So just see how I'm lifting it. Can you see? This little stuff is the pituitary. That's the pituitary. That's it. So you can just join two together, crush it, process it, and use. So by so doing, like I myself, when I was a youth copper, when I was hatching fish in the place where I served, sometimes I'll go and buy just head of fish from people making pet soup. I'll buy it fresh, not prepared. I'll buy it a very cheap amount. I think the fish was very, very cheap. A head of catfish was 500 naira. So the woman said for me 300. In most cases, if I remove the pituitary, she will even ask me to sell it back. I'll sell it back, and at the end, after she balanced me, I'll resolve buying it for 100 naira. So guys, I want you to try to practicalize this thing on your own so that you master it. It will really help you to cut down costs, okay? To help you to cut down costs. So enjoy the video as you watch.
Across the land. Don't give up, don't let go. Plant the seed and let it grow. Together we change the story. Farming life, a path to glory. This wicked game's battling the man. We're building the future with our own hands. Underwater, new life will grow. Catfish, breed and watch your passion flow. Fish college, catch your dreams. Success is closer than it seems. Learn the skills, take the lead. Feed the nation, meet the need. Fish college, yes we can. Empower farmers across the land. Knowledge is power, and we give you more. Agriculture tools right at your door. From training to farming, we light your way. Agricultural success starts today. Don't give up, don't let go. Plant the seed and let it grow. Together we change the story. Farming life, a path to glory. Fish college, catch your dreams. Success is closer than it seems. Learn the skills, take the lead. Feed the nation, meet the need. Fish college, yes we can. Empower farmers across the land. Don't give up, don't let go. Plant the seed and let it grow. Together we change the story. Farming life, a path to glory. This wicked game's battling the plan. We're building the future with our own hands. Underwater, new life.
All right, thank you for subscribing. In case if you have not subscribed, it's very, very important you do that. Then for as many of you who have not gotten our manual, we have different training books. We have on fry management, we have on hatching, we have on pond construction and management, we have on water quality and quality management. So it depends on the one you want, okay? So now I want to count fish from a client, and I want to use this opportunity to charge you. It's not a must that everybody must go into hatching, because hatching is not difficult, but it's delicate and it requires some items because of the consistent demand of water. But this one you can buy fish like this from us. You can buy from us, and the training you can start with 500, 1,000, 200, 5,000, 10,000, depending on your capability. So you start, but you know what is happening. You now have a very big farm, okay? And if you are into the business already, you can be buying and be selling. Like since we are always hatching fish, you can strike a deal with us with marketing, fingerlings and juvenile and post. I have people that are doing that with us, but you also you can do it, okay? So I want to do my best to count. So this is my beautiful counting stone. I see my wonderful counting board. Maybe you see how I design them like this. So this one is to prevent the fish to prevent the fish from falling off. Okay, so I will start my counting. So thank you guys, thank you so much.
Fish college, yes we can empower farmers across the land. Don't give up, don't let go. Plant the seed and let it grow. Together we change the story. Farming life, a path to glory.